How does the world of Planetside look like in 1 year? Or 2 years? Or 5 years? Or even 10 years? Let's have a talk. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am Faber1 as usual, and after shortly talking about the community smash coming up soon on the 13th of July, we're now back to one of my favorite topics, a Let's Discuss or Let's Talk video. For our central topic today, the future of Planetside, we're gonna take a look how it is going right now, what is the developer heading towards, what is coming in the near future with, for example, Planetside Arena, but also what is going to happen in the long-term future, or what are our wishes. And of course, if you like these kinds of videos, then don't forget to leave a thumbs up for this video and subscribe to the channel by pressing that big red subscribe button to miss no single video in the future. But okay, before we start to go towards that future, let's start with what we know right now. From a technical perspective, Planetside 2 is currently in a very good state. It might not be as beautiful as back in the days with, for example, Nvidia PhysX, but at least now at DirectX 11, the game runs fluent and many people have better FPS than ever. This is not the case yet on PlayStation 4, but things over there will change also shortly. Anyways, the developers at Daybreak Games are almost done with clearing up all the major problems and major bugs with the DirectX 11 update, and right now they can almost start focusing on new content and new things for Planetside. Also important to mention is that after the update, a lot of new players came in to check out Planetside 2 for themselves. According to Commander Series, the game has even gone viral. I wouldn't really say the same, but at least the population, the amount of players, is on the rise again. Also kind of funny, if you're active on the Planetside Reddit, you might have seen this Bazino guy pop up from time to time, and he often does his own prognosis for the future of the game with player populations. Earlier this year, he also did a prognosis, and over there he actually said, well, according to my statistics, the game might be dead around September, October 2019, with only 1,000 players left on average. As a real gentleman, Bazino actually admitted his mistakes, and well, the game is definitely not dying this year. The question though is, will it stay growing like this, or will it going to stagnate in the coming weeks? And if you ask me, that mainly depends on what the developers will be doing in the coming days and the coming months, and also what the competition in the gaming market is doing. With regards to what the developers are doing, well, even despite all the brokenness sometimes in the game patches, with for example, constant crashes, right now, the game developers are almost doing like a weekly update, and also they are at least giving openness. They are talking with the community, they are active on Reddit, they are listening to IDs, and I've got the feel that they keep up like this, they're going on the right path. That's not the only thing they're doing over there, they're also accepting some more community content. Not that long ago, people like Moukass made actually some fan-made trailer videos for Planetside 2, and luckily the Planetside official Twitter also shared these videos. Also, not that long ago, the Derringer from the Instant Action podcast went to the studios at Daybreak Games in San Diego and actually got a little tour over there. As a little appreciation for what he does, he actually even got a little Orexium badge for doing over 1,160 hours of Planetside 2 podcasts. In his latest edition of the Instant Action podcast, he also met Justin, and Justin apparently said that if he wants to do some more interviews in the coming future, that also might be possible. I personally think that doing things like this, accepting community input, community content, is amazing and will also improve the longevity of the game. Having said that though, I'm still waiting for the official Planetside 2 Twitter to also mention the games and music channel on YouTube, because he makes fabulous music videos with amazing Planetside 2 gameplay. Links to all these things in the description down below. It's by the way not only videos or podcasts or other things like that, like images made by the community. It are also the events that are organized by the community themselves that get some attention by the developers. Apparently they are talking in San Diego about doing another world record attempt, so a new record smash. All these things that are made or done by the community makes the game feel fresh and keep players playing as well. So with what I'm seeing right now, I do think that the direction they're heading is really good. However, if something needs some more attention or some more love from the developers, it is the PlayStation 4 platform. Because right now, yes, right now, from all of you viewers, I've done a poll, and over there, it appears that 20% of you guys is actually playing on the PlayStation 4. But okay, they are promising also for the PlayStation 4 a big update in June, so that should be fixed. But okay, that's all about the Planetside 2 team, and again, if you ask me, what they are doing right now is all fine. The other thing I mentioned earlier was the competition of this game. Like many of you guys know, Planetside 2 is a very one of its kind game and very unique as well. If I'm looking at coming game releases, well, nothing much like Planetside is coming soon. There might maybe be a surprise release at the E3 coming soon, however, I don't think so. Planetside 2 is and will stay unique for the coming future. However, being unique doesn't mean you're invulnerable for other games. There are games that can be substitutions as well. One great example of that is Apex Legends. When Apex launched, well, a lot of you guys, a lot of Planetside 2 players, went to play Apex Legends instead. During this special release, the population of Planetside 2 was really down, so that might happen again if another good game is releasing. Also, you don't have to look for competition that far away. Actually, within the company, there will be a big competitor releasing this summer called Planetside Arena. To be very clear about this, Planetside Arena will not be Planetside 3, so it won't replace Planetside 2. It will be an addition to the existing Planetside franchise. This game being an addition though to the Planetside franchise doesn't mean that Planetside 2 players won't start playing this game instead of Planetside 2. I am, for example, a vivid Planetside 2 gamer, but when Planetside Arena is going to launch, I will also make sure I will put time and effort into that game as well. I will be an idiot if I did not recognize that this game's main market right now also exists out of Planetside 2 players, so that's actually interesting. We will now really start to look into the future because there are some different likely scenarios. Scenario number 1. Planetside 2 players start to think that Planetside Arena is superior to Planetside 2, so they all move to Planetside Arena. Scenario number 2. Planetside Arena and Planetside 2 are on par and both have their own market. Or scenario number 3. Planetside 2 is far superior to Planetside Arena and players will stick to Planetside 2 and Planetside Arena won't have a place in the market. Before you guys in the comments all start saying scenario 3 is likely going to happen, well, you guys simply don't know. What you might have seen is a months old build from Planetside Arena. That might not be the case anymore. As far as you guys know, Planetside Arena can also be a Planetside 2 in a team deathmatch mode without the bullshit like, for example, shotguns, C4 and maxes. Whatever. We can't simply tell yet, so right now, I don't know. What I do know though is that a game release is always a special moment, even more so than, for example, an update like DirectX 11. There will be a lot of streamers making content on the release day for Planetside Arena. There will be a lot of YouTube videos made about this new game, and in general there will be something that will go viral about Planetside Arena. I'm 100% sure about that. Then though, the question is the game good enough for new people to stick to the game? And if so, if they do stick, will they stay here and also check out Planetside 2? That is one very big question, and we can't answer that. We simply can't answer that. The only thing I want to say about this is I am looking forward to a Battle Royale game in the Planetside franchise, and I actually think that it being the most popular game mode right now, it also might help market the game. So think about that as well. Even if you don't like to play Battle Royales, it is a very good marketing thing. Nevertheless, even with or without Planetside Arena, there will be continued dev support for Planetside 2 as well. As confirmed, there are a few things in the works for Planetside 2, and the most important of these new things will be Usher and the new play tutorial. To be honest, I've been talking with some non-Planetside 2 playing friends, and they told me, wait, Faber, they're gonna make a new play tutorial for a game that is already 7-year-old, so there are still new players coming to Planetside 2 every day? And I was like, yes, definitely. This is a freaking good game, and people came in and check it out every day because it's free and it offers something that no other game offers. The new play tutorial will be a nice addition, but I really am looking forward mainly to the new continent Usher. This will be a big content drop for the game, and again might be a new push for a little bit more marketing and for more new players coming into the game. I at least hope that when Usher is ready for release, the new play tutorial is completely done, and they also will make, inside the game of Planetside Arena, make some advertisements for Planetside 2 and the new continent. But okay Faber, we're now talking about end 2019, maybe beginning 2020, so that's 1 year of Planetside, one year after more or less. What is going to happen after that, more long term? Well, what about 2 years of Planetside, what will be happening then? Good question. We're right now coming into the speculation area, and I do think that they need the coming 2 years to be finishing and polishing the whole continent Usher and adding more little things. I am not thinking that they're going to work on another continent in the future. We still know one thing for sure, and that is that Usher will be spicing up the endgame, and what might happen is that they will bring in the future a new endgame to the existing continents, and they might even want to finish Hossen when they're at it. I'm also quite sure they will be, for example, porting some weapons from Planetside Arena into Planetside 2, or the other way around. So there will be some new weapons. I am quite sure they also will keep doing more and more events in the future as well in the coming 2 years. But I am doubting they're going to do a lot of big content pushes still. I don't expect Construction 2.0. I don't expect another 6th continent. I think after this update, after Usher, we're in a very good state and we've got enough content at least until the end of Planetside 2 basically. If we even look further than 2 years, let's look into the 5 years that I was talking about in the intro. What about 5 years? If I'm correct, the whole idea of Planetside 2 is that it was a 10 years project. In 5 years, it's 2024. I have no clue what the technological landscape will be like in that time. It might be that we're all playing on Google Stadia PCs or whatever, something like that. But I'm quite certain that the Force Light engine won't be holding up until then. If Daybreak Games is not going broke before that time, yeah, I actually do think that around 2024, we might be looking into Planetside 3. I will be quoting in the developer letter. As we mentioned above, throughout each season, additional story arcs will be revealed, ultimately leading into a future Planetside title, but that's a conversation for a different development letter. This is the Planetside Arena development letter, so they are talking about a future Planetside title, and that has to be Planetside 3. I do think that DX11 has made the game a bit more future-proof, but not for 5 whole years. But okay, then finally, what will be happening with the Planetside franchise in over 10 years? Well guys, I do hope we'll have these beautiful biolabs back in that time. Other than that, I don't have a single clue what will be happening in freaking 10 years. I hope I will still be gaming then, or maybe I'll have like a wife and children, I hope. Always stay forever alone in my single person outfit. I don't really know. Anyways guys, that is my plan or my expectation for the coming Planetside future. I hope you agree on certain points, but if you disagree or if different ideas as well, please let me know in the comments down below. And then of course, I am Faber1 and I will see you soon with some more content.